Good evening, guys. It's Wednesday night and Elite League is back. I am, as ever, joined by Matt Sneed, of course. Matt, Super League driver, of course. How are you, mate?
All good considering, mate.
Yes. I hope everybody.
For a bit of a break from it all.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think this is a nice welcome to relief for everybody of what has been some tough times. To think the last race, of course, was 2 weeks ago at Silverstone, and it's like the world has completely changed since then. But let's hope we can bring a nice welcome break to everybody in what should be, what has been a fantastic season, but what should be a fantastic race here in round 11 in Germany to kickstart the second half of the season.
Esports turned into the safest mode of sport, hasn't it? It's
the only word, motorsport. This is, of course, we had the fantastic races at the weekend with the Valois boys and F1 and the R Factor guys, the race guys. You know, it's been fantastic entertainment during the weekend, and now it's the time and the turn of the IRC to rejoin the Elite League. So we've had a week break. It was the Super League Go last week for the Silverstone, which is another. So we're all caught up. Both Elite League and tomorrow's Super League are on the same round 11. And we resume this incredible championship with Jamie Wan leads the championship for the first time since Hungary last season. He's only led the championship once. Hungary last year was the first time he led it, and now he has an 8-point gap over the Greek driver Yor. Jacob is third, 40 points behind. No Jacob today. Jacob missing, so second race in a row he's missed, so his championship contention is on a bit of a pause. But Slim, fourth in the championship, 41 points back. What a rise to form for this man who was on 1 point after round 5 in Spain. He's now on 85, just 41 back from the front two, and he is on the charge. Dan Murphy, 5th place, just 50 points back. What an incredible season Dan Murphy is having. And maybe, Matt, Dan Murphy, the biggest surprise so far this season.
Yeah, I won't say so much as a surprise, but he's certainly got his act together.
Yep.
Show him what he can do.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
done a couple of times, and he's quick. He's very quick. I think he's made the leap to no traction this year, which has certainly helped. Maybe last year he did it as well. I don't know.
Yeah, so this season
his time in Super League is certainly improved.
Oh yeah, super consistent as well. An average of a top 5 finish for Dan Murphy, which has got him a top 5 in the championship. 6th place is Navy, just 60 points back. Navy, who led the championship early doors, has gone right back, and he needs to get his championship campaign back on course. Then Jonathan Cox, 7th in the championship, has had a much better last few races. Really on the rise now. He's only 72 points adrift. Andy, the first of the reserve drivers there, 9th place, 80 points back. Lucas now into the top 10, 82 points back. Then you've got Crazy Power, BP as ever together. Flying Swords as well just behind them. And then Blaz, Knowlesy, Leclerc, not that bad. Are You Racing just behind there. Lennon as well. And RC Sean, It's TG. Bettino, of course. And a new driver today. Is he out on track yet? So a new driver to the league? Yes, he is. There he is. The Englishman, Oside Nova, or should we just call him Nova? I think Nova will be easier.
Patrick.
We'll call him Patrick. But there he is. He's in the Ferrari, and he'll be in the Ferrari. Teammate to Lucas now for the rest of the season. So welcome Nova to the Elite League, and I'm not sure what pace he's like.
Yeah, he joined us on Monday for our bit of fun, and he was quite good. Yeah, he's decent.
Oh, he's off the road. Proper commentator curse there, straight on at the entrance to the stadium section, and that is probably the biggest commentator curse we've done yet.
I don't want on board with him. I was just checking the comments. We've got a dry quali, as it stands, it says, and a dry race.
Dry race, so that'll be a relief to many of the drivers. That was his outlap, by the way, for Nova. So Nova now begins his final lap. Let's take a ride on board then with Nova. So easy to invalidate your lap here. That map goes red on the right hand side. That is your lap invalidated. And, it's a pretty straightforward track. Nothing to this track at all. Is Leclerc, who's also impressed in recent races, tops the times of 11.6, but this is a pretty basic, simple track. However, it does provide some brilliant racing, as the McLaren there of IT'STG just in front of Nova. This is so easy to get tangled up in an accident here at the hairpin. Lap 1 could be... Well, lap 1 usually is a little bit of carnage at that hairpin, and the way the Elite League, some Elite League races won the season.
Jacob. Oh. There's another one missing in there as well.
Jacob's missing, of course. We've got not that bad missing, unfortunately. No, yours here. The missing drivers today is Patino, of course, as well. As the McLaren getting well out the way and hit the Ferrari. I think that's IT'STG. It is. IT'STG went off in front of Nova and tapped the Ferrari, and that's heavily compromised Nova's lap. It's IT'STG on the hard compound tyre, as I think Nova pitted in and did. And now IT'STG recovers.
IT'STG's off the road again.
Yeah, he's still recovering. That's him still recovering back onto the road. So, yeah,
just
just
like it. A minute he was working there, and I clicked onto it.
Those hard tyres are not gripping up for IT'STG at all, and that will be there's a 141.3. That's a good lap for him. Oh, he's gone again, and he'll be out. Gone. Wheel in the wall, and IT'STG has binned it on the exit of turn 1. Way too much curb. And
did he do a Bottas?
A complete, well, yeah, nearly wrong side of the track, but on the curb. No traction, those hard tyres. Look at the drivers having to avoid him. That was one of the McLarens, one of the Renaults having to get out of the way.
Slimbo jumps to the top, 1:11.3.
And there's Flying Saucers. Flying Saucers won a race this season as well. They're in second place, 11.5. Leclerc 11.6. RU Racing 11.8. They're all separated by 2 tenths each. RU Racing's jumped up there into 4th place. Blaz 5th. RC Sean, the other Belgian driver, to RU Racing. They're in 6th place. We're on board with Yor. Second the championship, has led most of the season. What can Yor do? Yor not on the wheel tonight. For him, this is uncharted territory for Yor. On the and he's off. He's invalidated his lap. Will that count towards his next lap? I wonder. He's on his out lap now. Will that count towards his flyer? It's still red. Now it goes green. So now you're on a flyer.
So this isn't a track you want to start from the back, is it?
No, and he's invalidated straight away. Yor has invalidated straight away, so struggling. Where's championship leader Jamie? Jamie is renowned for just doing the one lap. One lap at the end of qualifying for Jamie. Nova's going out again for a second try. So Yor down there. He's back right out of it. So who's on a lap? Who we got on a lap?
On board with Jonathan Cox coming to the end of his lap.
Got him. Here he is. And pits, and he hadn't invalidated either, so Jonathan Cox just not fancying it then. So who else we got? BP. Let's go with BP and his Dutch army, as nearly as close as a home race as he will have this season. I wonder if the Dutch Grand Prix and the Vietnam Grand Prix will still be on next year's game or this year's game, even though the races have. I'd hope so.
If there'll be a game, if there'll be a season.
Yes, that's true. Just think these drivers, or us drivers, on the game could be the first ones to drive the track before the drivers themselves. I'd like to think they'll be on there, surely. BP coming down this middle sector, purple middle sector there for BP. Flying along, he had a fantastic race here with Dan Murphy last year, I remember that one well. Fantastic wheel-to-wheel racing for most of the race. Just checking the comments on YouTube, welcome to everybody.
Not many up to now. See Sammy. Your little devil, you are a crowd favourite, TG.
BP jumps into 5th place. I think let's get the intervals up. Nope. A bit rusty. There we go. Oh, there's a Toro Rosso facing the wrong way. That's not BP. It must be Dan Murphy then.
Dan Murphy's gone.
Dan Murphy's out. Yeah, Dan Murphy was facing the wrong way at turn 1. I think Dan Murphy's done the same as IT'STG. Well, and there's a surprise. Dan Murphy, who hasn't got it together in qualifying recently, is going to be starting, as it stands, dead last, as we're on board with Yor, who's trying to get a lap together now. I'll try and find out what happened to Dan Murphy. Yeah, that's a big shock. Dan Murphy will be starting at the back. 5th in the championship.
This is one track you don't want to start from the back. especially with that sector 2 and sector 3. Very difficult to overtake there. And by the time you get back up to them, the leaders are 5-6 seconds in the lead, aren't they?
And you're put some 10th on the soft tyres, and you're in a bit of trouble. Jamie's still in the pit championship. Coandi out there now. Coandi having a fantastic season.
Nova's gone P2.
He has. Nova there, just ahead of the Greek driver Flying Soz. Second place, just 2 tenths off Slim. That bodes well. As that is Are You Racing out the way there for Coandi. So Andy, who's having a fantastic championship. And Navy goes fastest by 0.05 of a second. Whoa. Big back to the top. Slim third in the championship, needs a big result here as well. Knowlesy out there as well. Nothing from Jamie yet.
I think Knowlesy was involved in the incident with Dan, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, that's going to be... They're both in the same party chat as well. That's going to be an interesting one. So Are You Racing out there as well? We've got RC Sean and Jonathan Cox out there. RC Sean, I'm pretty sure, has got plenty more pace in that Mercedes as well. He's a very good qualifier. So, we've lost 2, we've got 18, we've lost 2, so we're going to lose one more here somewhere.
RC Sean, so that's his lap invalidated.
So easy to do, isn't it? So easy to. Jonathan Cox has navigated fine now, so he's on his way. Here comes Coandi in the last sector now, coming into the stadium section. That turn, of course, where everybody got caught out in the wet in the race. And Coandi puts himself up to 7th place. That midfield is so tight.
Navy goes P1.
Navy, of course, fastest. That pit exit is it's pretty dodgy, isn't it? As Are You Racing now on a fly. So let's go Jonathan Cox. Jonathan Cox on this flying lap now in the middle sector. Just ahead of him is his teammate for today, RC Sean. Of course, no Jacob. RC Sean replacing Jacob.
Did have a purple sector 1 on board first sector.
Oh, a little bit of a lift there in the exit. That will compromise him slightly, and it's not the best middle sector. So easy to run off there as well. It's an old school track, of course. Not many runoffs, gravel and grass to punish any mistake you make. Jonathan Cox, a beautiful shot as he comes through the stadium section now. Don't run too wide. Down the start, finish straight. Well, this put Jonathan Cox as a bit of a run to the line, and he goes in 3rd place, and he's less than a 10th off top. Top 3 separated by just a 10th of a second. Jonathan Cox there looking keen. Knowlesy's invalidated his lap, so here's championship leader JB1, and he is fastest in sector 1.
He's yet to show his hand in qualifying, really.
No, he hasn't. Yeah, no, Jonathan Cox. No, considering he had the most.
Actually, Sean is having a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, he needs to 6.5 minutes left. RC Sean, as it stands, would be out. Well, Knowlesy would be out actually, but I'm sure a lap is coming from Knowlesy. But JB1 as well is not a prolific qualifier. 2 of his wins this season have come from alternate strategies and getting lucky with the safety car as he goes faster again. JB1 is on it here. Can he knock his fellow Dutchman off the top of the pile? There's a Mercedes off. I think that's RC Sean again. Having an absolute nightmare, but what can J1 do? Championship leader with 6 minutes to go, runs wide in the last turn, down the start, finish straight. J1 goes into 7th place after 2 purple sectors. Is RC Sean okay? In fact, no, it was looks like the other Mercedes. Jonathan Cox was brought up the other flag, so RC Sean on a lap now, about to finish his lap. Where is he starting his lap? This doesn't look full speed at all. No, yeah, he's starting a lap now. You're down there. Look at you're in a bit of trouble. But top 12 separated by 7/10 of a second. Nothing in it at all. And yours is...
Knowles is just coming to the stadium section to finish his lap.
RC Sean invalidated. So RC Sean in real trouble. He could be the last man out of qualify. It's TG and Dan Murphy have gone. They have crashed and out at turn 1. Here comes Knowlesy. Oh, very wide exit of last turn. Knowlesy goes to 14th and jumps Yaw and RC Sean. And Knowlesy, who has not made too many appearances into Q2, just may have done it there.
I think he'll struggle to get through on that time. I think Yaw and RC Sean should go faster.
Yaw in the pits. Wow, if we lost Yaw in Q1, that would be a massive shock. He's RC Sean invalidated. He's going to have to go around again. RC Sean cannot get a lap together. The Belgian driver really struggling. But Matt, look at the pack between what Leclerc in 6th and Lucas in 12th. Top those 6 cars.
You've got the top 13 separated by just over a second.
You've got 1/10.
Short track. Yeah.
Well, the short track definitely helps. It brings you those fantastic close qualifying. RC Sean going again. Turn 1's his kryptonite, and he's done it again. Oh, RC Sean is on the brink here. Navy's done for Q1. RC Sean.
The light's not flashing, so should be up plenty enough.
RC Sean is definitely a driver who, on his he's a usual top 10 qualifier. So what can the Belgian driver do under a bit of pressure? Knowles will be keeping a watchful eye of this. You're now out on his lap. This is about to get intriguing.
See if we've got any more comments.
Andy, RU Racing, BP, Crazy Power, separated by less than half a tenth of a second. That's 4 cars. And of course BP and Crazy Power separated by 600ths of a second. Slimbo's done. Top 3 have had enough. They're done for the session.
I think RC Sean is actually going to pits because his fuel light is flashing.
So RC should have enough time to get out there and does. So RC Sean is done. Now what about Yaw? Just 8 points off the championship lead. Jamie Wan's done. He's comfortable. I tell you what, if it stays like this, Q2 could be absolutely epic. So you're rounding off now. Remember, he's not on the usual wheel. He's today on a controller, and he's struggling. He is struggling so far. Can he get turn 1 right?
That managed so cool.
Yeah. Nova's done. Flying Sods is done. They're happy.
Pretty impressive first qualifying session from Nova.
Knowlesy's done. Yeah, Nova's settling nicely there in 4th place. Just 2 tenths off the top. And a very close qualification. Now, what can Yaw do? Yaw's time. He's in sector 2. I didn't see sector 1 time. So he's round the hairpin. Lucas is done from 12th. We're going to lose. Well, we're either going to lose RC Sean, who's still in the pits, or Yaw, or Knowlesy. Blaz should be safe. BP bows out of Q1 as well. His job is done. He's into Q2. But what about Yaw here? Second in the championship. It's sector 2 about to finish now. And he's 3 tenths up. So Yaw's going to improve. And it should put him around 12th, 11th. In fact, it was the fastest middle sector so far. So Yaw is on it here. Round the hairpin. Off camber. This is a horrible bit of track. It's all off camber. It's all bumpy. It caught many of the drivers out in real life. And Yaw a bit scrappy there on the entry.
This should be through, I think.
He should do it now. Yaw jumps up into 13th. Well, he's through. And now it's either Knowlesy or RC Sean. And there is RC Sean on his outlap. Well, what do you reckon, Matt? RC Sean should have to pace Knowlesy.
He's only got to get the 1 run at it. Be interested to see how he takes turn 1 this turn.
Knowlesy would be delighted if he gets through. Rarely features in Q2. In fact, he's only just off Blaz. It's a shame he's retired because a small improvement would have probably seen him ahead of the Slovenian driver. Here comes RC Sean now. So everybody else is done. They can relax, get ready for Q2.
Everybody who's not in the pits has retired, haven't they? Apart from Yaw. Is he going again?
I don't think Yaw will go again. He doesn't need to. He's through. Here comes RC Sean. He's got one last stab at it. Can he get turn 1 right this time? No! He's out! The Belgian driver, surely a favourite for what would have been the top 10, is out in Q1, and that's another surprise. RC Shaw and Dan Murphy, I would have never have had out in Q1, but there we are. And Knowlesy's through.
I can see RC Shaw picking up a few penalties at the same one.
Yeah, he's
how many laps are we on? 38?
Yeah, he could be disqualified.
10 3-second penalties.
Yeah, I tell you what, it could be a few penalties. Turn 1 is absolutely ruthless for penalties. But well done, Knowlesy. He's only 1.1 off the top as well. So Knowlesy's done a fantastic job. Session is done. And Knowlesy's sort of doing a lap of shame, really, isn't it? It's the only one out on track. All eyes on the Belgian driver. And he's in for a tough job in the race. Plenty of chance to overtake though. You can overtake round here. And now he's in the gravel and he's crashed in the pit lane.
Now to reset to track.
And just to compound to his misery, what a horrible session for him. That is really unlike him. In the pits, the Mercedes-Benz crew look at him as if to say, no, bring back Jacob. And hopefully he can redeem himself for the race. But
yeah, it's a shame about Jacob missing out. I think he was showing just signs of getting his championship back on track.
I'm still not ruling Jacob out of it. He's a driver who's got a good few wins in him this season.
Yeah, although he needs to go on that run, 2 or 3 wins in a row, which like you say, is capable of.
He should be back for Hungary, and of course, Hungary is on the mind of one driver in particular in that field,
Lucas,
and that is the Greek driver, the Ferrari driver Lucas, who was led from start to finish on the verge of his first ever IRC win, was denied by 3-second penalty. Gutting for him. And hopefully he's had a couple more. You know, Belgium, he was robbed. There was a race this year. I think it was China.
Yeah, Belgium strategy call won it for him last year.
Yeah, wrong tyres in Belgium last year. The penalty cost him his first win in Hungary. He's had a race this year where he's been in the top 3 and possibly could have won, but for a bad strategy call. I think it was Spain actually. So he's been on the verge a few times.
He'll get there.
He will get it. But saying that, a few of these drivers have been on the verge. BP's had a chance of his first win. Crazy Power yet to have a podium, which is probably the biggest surprise of all this season. A driver who got 5 podiums last season, one of the most consistent drivers out there, and has struggled this season. Been in a few skirmishes. So here we go, Q2 now. Q1, it was incredibly close in that midfield. And I don't think too many guys are going to opt for the medium tyres. Maybe Navy, maybe Slim will go mediums and stay in mediums, but with the grid so close, I think a lot of these will go on softs and try and get through to Q3. Remember, whatever top 10 will...
Sorry, Dave, go on.
As to say, don't forget, top 10 will start on their fastest, on their tyre fastest time on in this session.
I was about to say, I think they'll do the customary first lap on the mediums. Flying Sauce has gone out on the hards.
Yeah, it's just to bin them off, save a set of softs or mediums in. So Flying Sauce is on the harder choice. Navy's also got hard, and you're on hard tyres as well. Now we saw TG bin it in Q1 on hard tyres, so they take a while to warm up. Slim at the front of the queue. Quite a queue forming as well. One of the Mercedes is backing out of it. He's having nothing to do with it. One of the Hasses get first at Co, and no, it's the other one. It's Nolsey. Nolsey out there on softs. So Nolsey
is the only one on the softs, but Jimmy one and you're on the hards with TG, with Navy and Flying Sauce.
So that's interesting. Nolsey not hiding his hand at all. Going on the soft tyres, going for it, and why not? It's very rare we see Nolsey in Q3. It'd be fantastic if we did. Here comes Slim. He's the front of the train, and a little bit of a wiggle there on the exit as Nolsey taking a very cross-country line over the last corner. So down to turn 1 goes Slim. He invalidates. And here we go again. What about Nolsey? Nolsey's invalidated. Anybody going to get through? Jonathan Cox. Jonathan Cox is in. So he'll be the first man to complete a time if he doesn't invalidate it. But Nolsey did not want to do that on his soft tyres. So here comes Jonathan Cox. Of course, the fastest first sector. The only man to do a first sector time so far.
Interesting to see Jeremy 1 and Euro have gone on the hard, and if they can get that through. I'd like to think
no chance that any of the hard tyres guys are getting through, bar 5 cars retiring. I think they're just trying to save a set of softs. I think they'll go hard mediums. Navy may get through in the medium tyres. He's got a bit of pace out there. Yellow flags for as Jonathan Cox going faster again. Oh, and then goes off, and is he out? Is he out? He is out! Third in Q1, and Jonathan Cox has binned it on the entrance to the stadium section. So easily done. We were saying in Q1, get too wide, you're gone. And Jonathan Cox, probably one of the favourites and contenders for pole position, has put it in the wall, and he will have to start all the way down in 15th place as Blaz, the Slovenian driver, puts himself top of the charts. And that is a shock.
That was Nosey doing that. He's validated as Nosey on them stuff.
Again, a Nosey. And he's going to start, we should start, let's get a lap in, as RU Racing jumps up to the top of the timesheets. Lucas slots in right behind him in second place. Blaz in third. Crazy power. Oh, I heard a car off the road. There's a Red Bull off. Is that? It's Navy. No, it's Navy. Navy went off in the stadium section as well. He's damaged his... No, he hasn't damaged his front wing. I thought he heard a car go off. He did exactly the same as Jonathan Cox. Those hard tyres. Jamie's out! Jamie's binned it. The championship leader's binned it in turn 1. Unbelievable scenes. The front two. When the championship leader is out, you're struggling, and all of a sudden, it's on his head. Slimbo goes fast. It's just ahead of RU Racing with 2 laps on those medium tyres. We're looking at Nova now, who's also on his second lap on the medium tyres. But the championship leader will start down the field.
Recovering flying sauce. Grounded gear. She has done.
Oh, RU Racing getting well out the way as Leclerc goes fastest. A 10th ahead. The times are coming in thick and fast. We've got a Ferrari here at Nova. What can he do? Can he go to the top of the timesheets on the medium tyres as well? It's his second lap by for him and goes second. Just 100,000 millionth millisecond. Whatever that is.
It's close.
It's nothing. It's close. Incredible scenes here. Nolly's got a chance of starting 13th. Navy down there, of course. Navy's spun as well, but he is improving, and he's in fact about to do a time now. So where will TTG Navy go? It's 6th on the hard tyres. That's a great effort. That's a great effort. A man who hasn't been at the front of the field for quite a while now, after leading the championship for a little bit at the start. They're in sixth place. You're struggling. You're in the pits. Of course, he was in the hard tyres, but could we lose the top 2 in the championship in Q2? And what a chance that would be for Slim. 3rd in the championship. Let's get on board Italian driver Crazy Power. But Matt, what do you reckon about this?
Well, Jamie 1's definitely out of qualifying. He might get through to Q3, but I can't see him getting through on that time. I know he's through at the minute, but I just think it'll be interesting to see what they can do. That's it. Starting last year is not ideal. It's not the track for overtaking in the last 2 sectors, so I think you've only really got the 2 chances to overtake around here. So got to get on with it pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Crazy Power Crazy Power in fact goes 5th place, just 2 tenths off. These times are incredibly close. All the medium tyres so far except Navy and Your. Flying Sauce back out on the mediums. BP yet to do a time. So who's going to break for the softs? 8 minutes to go.
Slim's gone again, I think, on that set of tyres. We ran very wide in the last corner then.
Flying Sauce. Well, BP may put on the soft, so he has got a set of mediums. The track, of course, and he comes out now. Here comes the Dutch driver, the Braden driver. Slim's done 4 laps on his mediums. And it's just 400. The top 3 are separated by 400ths of a second.
If
However,
Slim's done 3 laps on them, that tells me he's going in for the softs.
He's going to have to. Surely Slim would not want to start on 4 or 5 laps. Well, 6, including the formation lap. You don't want to start on tyres where you'd be completely offset already. Well, this is just turned interesting. Slim surely will put on the soft tyres. Of course, with Jamie out. Anybody out on a flyer? Flying Sauce is on a flyer, but Flying Sauce is invalidated. My word, these guys are struggling to get a lap in here. Blaz is out on the mediums. Top 10 separate by just a second. Yours got mediums ready. TTG's got mediums ready to go. I'll be stunned if no one has a go on the soft tyres. There is Lucas. Lucas has gone back out on medium tyres.
Yeah, so has Blaz. Unless Blas did his time on the hard.
I don't think he did. I didn't. Let's see if I can see their tyres.
Invalidated into going into
Best.
the stadium.
No, Blas was definitely medium tyres. Lucas about to start his flyer now, or shortly. Who's that going to start finish straight? That's BP. BP then the first man to try and do a flyer. Gets turn one right. This lap will count. 6.5 minutes to go. It's a short track. He could probably do his lap, get in and go for another one. Knowlesy out on the medium tyres. Of course, I don't think he's got any soft tyres left. 15.7 from BP. It's the fastest first sector for the Dutch driver. Now, what can he do?
Interestingly, on like say, on the mediums as well.
The track's more rubbered in, so going on a fresh set of mediums now would have more of an advantage, which is maybe why Lucas has gone again. This is BP's first run on the mediums. Down it's this tricky late break, catch the apex, don't run it too far out wide, and you want to try and be flat out. And he is. Lovely control there from the Dutch driver.
Corner, that one, to be fair.
And it's the fastest middle sector. Could BP jump to the top of the timesheets here? It's rare we say that. Championship leader Jamie is out. Second in the championship, Yor is only 10th. Third, Slim is third. What can BP do? Is this going to put him top of the timesheets here? Down the start, finish straight, over the line, and it's fifth. Fifth place in the end with a 12.4. Just two.
So what, Dave, we've got the top 7 separated by just under 0.3 of a second.
Incredible. Incredible. And of course, Navy did his lap on hard tyres. I imagine. Lucas Pitts. Flying Soz out there. Flying Soz has successfully the lap. And look at that. 5th place. 1 3/4 tenths off. And now the top 8 is separated by 0.2 of a second. Whoever goes on softs is definitely going to go through to Q3 as it stands then. Bit of a lull now as let's pick up Knowlesy. Knowlesy backing right off, really. Well, Knowlesy's got a chance of 13th here, which for him would be a fantastic qualifying session. Really trying to take.
Has he gone on the softs? Oh, mediums now.
No, he's on the mediums. He used his softs and it didn't work out for him. This is going to be a fascinating grid. Good to see BP back up there. And RU Racing, by the way. A little shout for RU Racing. Doing a fantastic job there in 4th place. Any comments there on YouTube, Matt?
We're just looking at Jonathan Cox. The softs are an awful tyre. Going into the slim. IRC need to do a Twitter or Instagram page.
We are on Twitter. Who said that? We are on Twitter at Racing IRC. The handle's not great. Instagram. We are Instagram as well. What's our Instagram, Matt?
Where's Harry when you need him?
You won't be able to hear him anyway.
No, true. It's IRC F1 Esports.
Is that it? Is it?
At IRC F1 Esports.
There you go. Yes, so our Instagram is at IRC F1 Esports, our Twitter is at Racing IRC, and of course we've got our Facebook page, which is IRC F1 Esports. And our YouTube is IRC International Racing Community. We don't make it easy, do we? Here comes Knowlesy. What can Knowlesy do? Purple middle sector from Knowlesy. Hold on a minute. Is that legit? Is that legit from Knowlesy? That can't be a purple middle sector. Blas out on the softs. So that's going to put Lucas and Navy under pressure. And Yor. Here comes Knowlesy now. Round the last corner. Is Knowlesy about to jump right? Oh, did he lost it? Can he go into the top 10? Oh, he's 11th. Just behind Lucas. What a fantastic effort from Knowlesy. What a fantastic. He's only half a second. Look at this, Matt. The top 11 are separated by half a second. That is insane.
And let's be honest, Yor should go faster if he puts the mediums on.
Yor is out there on the mediums, which he is. Let's pick up Yor. In fact, Yor's got into 9th. 3 down to top 12 are separated by half a second. Yor will be sweating on that one. Championship leader Jamie Wan is out. He will start 14th. Second in the championship, Yaw is currently 9th and on the brink as Flying Saucer's soft tyres ready. Here goes Blaz on the soft tyres. Surely a valid lap will put him top. Navy out on the mediums. Are we going to get a late surge here? 1 minute 40.
He's kicked it off, I think. Oh, Yaw, sorry.
Oh, Blaz invalidates! Oh, he just ran too wide on the curb.
He has got time to get round again. But...
He's going to have to save that ERS though. He has got a bit of time, plenty of time. In fact, he's got plenty of time. So Knowlesy has done 2 laps and just couldn't improve again. Brilliant effort from Knowlesy. He'll be delighted with
just trying to save it now. He's not feeling it.
Nova's done. Great debut from Nova. Right, Navy on the medium to see what he can do. Lucas is back out on the medium tyres. They'll be quite scrubbed in. A minute to go.
So at the minute we have everybody who goes through to Q3.
Quite clearly, everybody fancying those medium tyres. The whole grid is separated by 1 second. Top 13. It's quite unbelievable here. Never seen a qualifying like it. This is closer than Austria.
Well, it's considered when you look at the top. You've got the top 5. Separated by less than 2/10 of a second.
Here goes Lucas. You're out there again. Oh, Lucas, that's going to be invalidated. Lucas, I tell you what, Blaz is in. So you're going to get away with it. You're is going to scrape through the top 10 here. Good evening, Browner. PB. Oh yeah, that was PB saying Twitter and Instagram. He should know. He's a Super League driver. We're on all platforms, of course. So Q2 done, bit of an anticlimax. However,
if Lucas can get,
I don't think Lucas can get round again. No, Lucas is done. So all eyes on Navy. Where can Navy put himself? What a shame for Blaz on the soft tyres. That would have put Yaw out. However, Yaw survives another day now.
I don't think Blaz set his time on the softs, did he?
He didn't. He invalidated. Navy should go fastest. I'm going to predict he does, and does so by 0.3 of a second. However, he had the optimal track at the best time, all rubbered in, and a fresh set of mediums to boot as well. But it's a Navy Leclerc Red Bull 1-2. I tell you what, Matt, Leclerc's certainly improved in the last few races.
Yeah, like I said, they've got 2 relative newcomers at the top, like the top 3.
Yeah, Leclerc and Nova, and
Leclerc and Nova.
That won't suit Slim. Slim third in the championship with Jamie all the way down in 14th. To big surprise, Jamie out. Look how close that was in the end. Knowlesy, great effort from Knowlesy. 12th place, that's his highest grid position in a long time. So he is set nicely in the midfield there. Jonathan Cox, Jamie Wan out. 2 massive surprises there. Both binning it as well. Jonathan Cox on the entrance to the stadium section and Jamie at turn 1. What's turning into quite elusive turn 1. And there is your top 10.
Interesting that nobody did go through on the softs, apart from Navy says his time was on the mediums.
They're all on mediums. They'll all start on the medium tyres for the race. So nobody fancying no softs then for the start.
That is interesting. Usually they're like a gamble, somebody to take a gamble.
Well, Blaz tried, didn't he? Blaz tried and completely blew it. Who are you with? So, Q3, Matt, who are you backing for pole position?
Whoever I back never gets it anyway, so I'm going to go for... In all seriousness, I fancy Nova.
Nova for pole on his debut.
On debut.
The lead Ferrari.
On in Q3 though. So.
I can't see past Navy for this one. I can't see past Navy. Navy did a very, very good Q2 time on the mediums. However, they're all on softs.
One thing for certain is it's going to be close. They're all going to be doing it on the soft tyres. So.
Lucas's engineer rejoices. Yeah, so yeah, they're all going to be nothing between them. From what we've seen so far as Tisami joins with Lucas's engineer. Slimbo leads them out. He's about to be overtaken by the Renault. Who wants that coverage? Crazy Power jumps in front.
Power wants it.
Crazy Power is DRS wide open. Fancies a little bit of a coverage there. The Italian driver, of course, going for a real tough time, as we all are. around the world.
Marcus Smith says you're for pole.
You're for pole. You'll be way off the pace. I'll be stunned. It'd be a stunning lap if you did it. Let's see what Q3 has to offer. And the race, we're all going through a tough time around the world, especially this man here, Crazy Power from Italy, who is really having a tough time out there.
I think, yeah.
One of the hardest hit for sure. But Wednesday night, this is the chance to forget about everything in the world and hopefully be entertained by what should be a fantastic Q3 and a fantastic race as what this season has provided so far. Nothing but action. And here goes Crazy Power in the Renault. Down the start-finish straight. He's got the track to himself. Just don't invalidate a turn one. That's been the drivers struggling. There's been off, by the way, in the last sector. 2 cars off there. Getting together.
Getting out of the way, to be fair.
One of them is the championship runner-up at the moment. As here goes Crazy Power. So he will go purple in sector 1. It'd be great to see Crazy Power back up in the top 5. I missed Crazy Power on the podium. He was so consistent last season. And just hasn't gone right for him this season. Hopefully, here in round 11, start the second half of the season, Crazy Power can turn his fortunes around. Because I had him as... I had him...
The only one invalidated up... Sorry, the only one invalidated up to now is your... Ready, turn 1. Really
struggling. And of course, with Jamie, the championship leader, down there in 14th, starting the race in 14th, York can retake the championship lead, but he's struggling as, of course, Crazy Power... I tell you what, I think Slim's going quicker than Crazy Power because he's definitely getting closer to the back of the Italian. You can see him lurking in the background, getting bigger in Crazy Power's mirrors. Crazy Power was my favourite to get a race win, to be the first driver to get his first race win this season. It hasn't worked out. What's his first Q time? It is a 1:11.7. That's going to be beaten, I think, by Slim, who does indeed. There's a 1:11.1. Quite a gap there. And BP puts himself a good time from BP, by the way. And Nova goes fastest in the Ferrari on his debut. Flying Soz up there.
Cap on the pigeons, that one.
That would be. Leclerc only 5th. Leclerc's got a lot more speed there. We know that. He's got more to come. Navy is out on a outlap. What about RU Racing, the Belgian driver on the last corner now? He comes down to start finish straight. RU Racing jumps into 5th place. These times are incredibly close again, as predicted. What about Coandi? He invalidated his first lap. However, he's going for it this time and he's fastest in sector 1. He's got a lot of traffic ahead of him that shouldn't get in the way. Is that you're behind him as well?
You'd love to see Andy back at the top one. You know, we had that incredible race, was it?
He's had 2 podiums this season. 1 second. It was Canada.
Canada. The 3 Super League ex-Super League drivers at the top, wasn't it?
It was, and Austria. Austria as well. The ex-Super League drivers came to the fore. Andy's had a fantastic season. I wish he could race every week because he would definitely be a legit championship contender. Slimbo and
sector 2 as well.
This could be something special here from Andy. Although, however, the map hasn't been too reliable tonight.
Oh, he's gone off now.
They're all close. BP there in 4th place. Fantastic effort. And Flagstars in 3rd. But what can Coandi do in the Haas? Down the start finish rate he goes. And goes 3rd place. Less than a 10th. Incredible. By the way, York is 9th. What about Navy? Now this is a man I'm tipping for pole, but look how close these times are. Nova on his debut ahead of Slim, just ahead of Andy, just ahead of Flying Soz, just ahead of BP. And then RU Racing, and there's a little bit of a gap to Leclerc in 7th, Crazy Power in 8th, and you're down in 9th. And Navy's on the fastest middle sector. This is going to be interesting.
At Coandi's challenge was purple sector 1 and 2. It just goes off relatively quick, doesn't it? On the mini-map. Because he must have set a fly in sector 1 and 2. He did go pretty quick.
Let's see if it's legit now. Oh, Navy down there in 8th. And the Red Bulls, who are 1 and 2 after Q2, are 7th and 8th. I can't help but feel there's more pace to come from them. As drivers are already out for their second run, so I'm wondering if they're trying to do... Of course, none of them went out on softs in Q2, so I imagine a lot of these drivers are going to try and do 3 runs here. Mashiro says TTG guys are quick. They are, however, I still think there's more to come from Navy. I'm not writing Navy out that 8th place.
I'll stick with a prediction. Nova.
You're staying with Nova. I think Crazy Power will be the next man to complete or start a lap. BP coming to the flying last section, so Crazy Power will be. So Crazy Power going again. He should get this the next run in.
Well, to be fair, Nova asked about a seat in Super League. I think he's got his answer tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. T Sammy, of course, has a nearly 100-point lead, but I tell you what, if you'd put Nova in there, he could have given T Sammy a run for his money.
On this show, they'd probably catch him.
Yeah. Yeah. Nova could be on pole for his first ever. I tell you what, Crazy Power's 2 attempts up on his personal best, so let's see if he can complete that trend up. Italian driver coming up to the hairpin now. So easy to snatch a brake and lock a wheel and completely ruin your lap, but that looks nice and neat and tidy. The track getting ever quicker. Track Evo does play a big part around here. Coming up to the end of the second sector.
On a run as well.
And they're all out there, well, except Andy and Flying Soz and Navy on the pits and Euro as well. Saving for one last run.
So I'm wondering if he's going to stay out or pit for a fresh set.
As it stands, Crazy Power is going to improve. It could go up to 7th place. I don't think he's doing enough to get into the top 6. He is. He was up. Oh, a little lift in the last quarter there. Nearly lost the back end there, and it's only 8th. Lost a lot of time there in the last sector. Can he get back round in time and get in the pits? He should be able to and get back out again. So, next drive around. Slim's invalidated. What about Nova? Can he go even quicker? Here he comes to finish his lap. Oh, running wide. That will cost him time. And again, that was a bit scrappy. Does he go faster? No, he doesn't. Just down by 400, so he was going quicker. Now he will race back round. Slim back in the pits. Andy out there for his final run. What about BP? In fact,
BP's on his way, and I think, are you racing?
No, sorry, BP's a second down on his sector 1 time. Just under 4 minutes to go.
He's going to try and get back in.
Will BP try and get back in, or will he go? Or will he save his airs and go again? So Nova's second run hasn't gone well for him either. Andy and Flying Soz up there now. Are You Racing invalidated? BP. No, Are You Racing hasn't invalidated unless he's going around again. Sorry. So Belgian driver now coming to the hairpin, catching an Alpha, shouldn't get in his way. Crazy Power has made it into the pits, and Crazy Power can do 3 runs and go again. So that's worked out nicely for him.
Some board with Nova. I wonder if he's going in the pits or he's staying out for his last run.
You might as well pit. They have got time. Such a short lap round here.
Yes, he's pits.
Yeah, so Nova pits. BP has abandoned his lap and pitted. BP having one of his best qualifying outings in a long time so far. What can Are You Racing do? Are You Racing is a perennial qualifier, but just can never get it in the race. In fact, he pits. So I'll park that comment. So what about Mr. Andy? Co-Andy's at the fastest middle sector, and he's way up on his personal best. And Flying Soz is out. He's binned it in turn 1. So he's done, but Co-Andy, who hasn't had a pole in the Elite League ever, the IRC legend, round the last turn.
Looks a little bit scruffy that last turn.
Needles at the final turn and does. Co-Andy is on provisional pole. Oh, who's that? That's Flying Soz's Alpha.
I didn't see that one. I'm not doing him an injustice. I didn't see that.
Well, this could be a real turn up for the books. Co-Andy, 2-time IRC champion in season 1 and 2 of the Super League, yet to have a pole position. He is just over 1.5 minutes away. I would be delighted to see this. Oh, there's a Renault off. It's Yor. Oh, I think she's getting out of the way. He's just getting out of the way. You're about to get frantic. Are You Racing? Is he going to come out as well? Nova's back out. Everybody out.
Slim was invalidated.
He has got time to go back round, but he's going to have to put his foot down. Who is the lead car? I think it's Leclerc. No, it's the... I'm trying to keep up. Leclerc will be the next man to do a time. Coming into the stadium section now, we've seen cars bin it there so far. In fact, he's a little bit further back than that. Coming through this tricky. What a great shot that is. And of course the old forest in the background where the cars used to go hurtling down at 200 mile an hour. I do miss the old track. Now what is Leclerc doing? I haven't seen his sector time, so what is this from Leclerc so far? Can he get himself back at the top of the timesheets? Tricky last sector now for Leclerc. Got Toro Rosso just in front of him, that shouldn't impede him. Oh, a little bit too much on the inside. It'll compromise his exit. That will lose him time. Leclerc goes fifth.
P5, yeah.
Oh, it's not enough. Not enough. Right, who's next? Navy out there now, and Navy is down on his own time. Slim going again. Andy in the...
Slim, see if he can prove his first sector turn.
BP's done. Oh, what a shame for BP. Crazy Power back out there.
Slim is slower. Sector 1.
So here we go. This will be it. Navy with the first man to cross the line. Can he deny? Co-Andy, his first ever Elite League podium. The flag is out. Andy is done. Flying Soz is done. Oh, Navy lost it. Where can he go? He goes second. He goes second. Who's next? It's the other Red Bull. Leclerc goes off, so it'll be the Renault of Crazy Power next. Andy will be in the garage. Oh, Crazy Power's up at his personal best, but don't think it'll be enough to bother the top three.
Slim is down.
Slim is
Nova
down.
Is down, but only by a hundredth of a second.
Nova will be the last man to cross the line. In fact, Are You Racing will be. Crazy Power coming over now. It'll be Crazy Power, then Slim. Crazy Power over the line now. What can he do? He goes up to 8th. Slim goes, stays 4th in the same set of tyres. Leclerc doesn't improve.
Nova
goes
pole.
Nova takes pole. Unless Are You Racing can do an absolute dream lap of his life, it's going to be It's going to be Nova on pole on his debut. Are You Racing goes 6th place. Good lap in the end. But it's Nova in the Ferrari on his debut in pole position. What a way to make your mark. Wow, what a quali session. Did not. And again, look at that. The top 8 separated by 0.8 of a second. Top 9 less than half a second. Matt, we could be in, and we've got drivers out of position down the field as well. We could be in for an absolute humding of a race.
Yeah, it's not really worked out for Slim, that one. I'll check with Jeremy and Yor being where they are.
Harry says, yes, Andy. Oh, he was so close. So close. And of course, they'll all start on the medium tyres. Jonathan Cox says, congratulations, Andy. Yeah. Despite only being second and pipped at the end. Stunning lap by Andy. And a stunning lap by debutant Nova. But this is going to be Slim 4th. We've got an incredible grid here, especially for the championship-wise as well. I'll go for the championship. Go for the championship standing split. So it's Nova from Andy, from Navy, from Slim, Flying Soz, Are You Racing, Leclerc, BP, Crazy Power, and Yor. I can't wait for this, Matt. Do you dare? Well, you called for the first time ever. You've called the pole position, right? What about for this race, mate?
You know what? I'll just stick my neck on the line and say, "Go, Andy."
Go, Andy, for the win. Oh, mate, I'll get emotional if he wins this race.
We all know what he's like on his tyres.
By the way, Constructors' Championship, Williams lead the Constructors by 2 points from Renault. McLaren are third, just 9 points adrift. Mercedes are fourth, 18 points back off the top. Toro Rosso are fifth, just 44 points back off. Then Red Bull, Alfa, Ferrari, Haas and Racing Point. All the constructors are only separated by 122 points, which is absolutely incredible with 10 rounds gone so far. But
Yours is such a Crazy Power to make Renault proud because he won.
Oh no! Oh, what a... Well, yeah, of course you're on the controller instead of the wheel for once, but strategy has now been decided. And we've got a very short formation lap, so this is going to be a quick whiz for the championship as Nova, on his debut, leads them away. I can't believe Nova's lap as well. What a stunning lap. We'll go for position changes.
Stunning sector 3. Because he wasn't up until sector 2.
That's right, he wasn't, no. So Nova leads from Andy. Andy is 9th for the championship, 80 points adrift to the top. Navy, 3rd on the grid, 6th for the championship, just 60 points adrift. Slembo, 4th in the championship, just 41 points adrift. And of course Jacob, who's 3rd in the championship, will be praying that all of them don't score too well. Flying Soz, 5th on the grid, has had a frustrating season despite a win this year, down in 13th. Are You Racing? Can he turn his race form around? He's 18th in the championship after a fantastic Super League outing last season. 6th on the grid. Leclerc getting faster and faster with every race there in 7th. BP, nice to see him back in the top 10 there in 8th place. 12th in the championship, just ahead of Crazy Power. Hey, guess what? BP and Crazy Power are together again. BP and Crazy Power on exactly the same points.
They're not doing the social distancing them two, are they?
No, they don't. They're on the same points in the championship and as ever on the same place on the track. You're 2nd in the championship, just 8 points behind Jamie there in 10th place. Lucas, 10th in the championship, will start 11th in the race. Nosey, great qualifying effort from him. 15th in the championship, having a great season for him. Blaz in 13th, had a great start to the season. He's dropped off. He's 102 points off the top, 13th. Jamie 1, championship leader there on the hard tyres in 14th. Jonathan Cox, 7th in the championship on medium tyres there in 15th. RC Shawn also on the mediums in 16th there. Also 20th in the championship. He's not had a good season. It's TG on mediums. Of course, it's TG 21st in the championship. And Dan Murphy, 5th in the championship. Just 50 points adrift to the top. Last on the hard tyres. I am going to go for Navy.
Navy. You're sticking with him, are you?
I'm sticking with Navy. Round 11 of the IRC Elite League. Here in Germany. Let's put on a show for everybody. The lights are on. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's go. There's drive-through penalties at the back. RC Shawn, it's TG up the start. But Nova and Andy leads into turn 1. Can he get it stopped in time? Yes, he can. Nova was cautious and Co-Andy takes the lead. Have they all made it through? I think they have, you know.
Yeah, I was on board with Knowles.
Oh, Flying Soz avoided in the back there. Leclerc's up a place as well again. Have they all got through? A little bit of contact at the back, but this is it. Here comes the hairpin. And look at that. Oh, Nova and Navy side by side. Andy creating a gap.
Knowles drops right to the back.
Oh no, what a shame for Knowlesy. But Nova late on the brakes. Are they all going to get it stopped in time? Dare I say, I think they have. Wow. Everybody is through. Everybody is through. Looks like Flying Soz lining up a move there on Slim for 4th place. Slim looking to break, and there is Leclerc. BP's up a place as well. Leclerc's still there.
Shawn up into P11, up 5 places.
Wow, yeah, RC Shawn's had a stunning start from RC Shawn. Absolute stunning start. Now, Flying Soz is 5th. Now, everyone's made it through lap 1. Dare I say, incredible first lap. And Co-Andy leads them round. Co-Andy leads the race. Absolutely incredible. Top 3 pulling away.
Knowlesy into the pits. He must have
no, Shawn. Shawn in the pits as well. After a stunning start, RC Shawn is back down the field. Championship leader Jamie 14th. Second in the championship, Yor is 11th. The 2 championship contenders are out to points as it stands. Dan Murphy passing Jonathan Cox. In fact, Jamie's going backwards.
Yep, Knowles has changed his wing. It's TG, did he save his stop go?
Jamie looking to pass down the inside. Jonathan Cox on the inside. Jonathan Cox's front wing damage. So Jamie up to 13th. Has Yor got front wing damage? Don't think he has. Dan Murphy, I tell you what, up 7. And Co-Andy said to Dan Murphy before the start of the race, he fancies Dan Murphy to have a come-through drive to get a podium place. He's certainly doing that, isn't he?
Got interesting Slim on Flying Soz right behind him.
Slim having oh, I tell you what, Leclerc's having a move on Slim in the stadium section. Oh, wheel to wheel, round the outside. Leclerc's done it. What a move!
I was on board with Slim then. That was fantastic. But
Slim going backwards. DRS now enabled. Crazy BP there, 7th place, and a great job as well. Crazy Power, of course they're together. Blaz's misery is compounding. They're in the pits again for the second. And then for the first time.
In the pits as well.
What about Nova on Andy? Now Nova has DRS. Navy as well. Will Nova fancy move down the inside? Thinks better of it. These top 3 have pulled away from everybody else, and look at the train behind Flying Soz. Look at the field. We think it's going to be a close race, and there they all are. Flying sauce from Leclerc, from Slim. Slim can see the front three getting away. This is frustrating for Slim. The championship contenders are out the points. Slim can make up massive ground, but he's there in sixth.
Leclerc looks like a man on a mission.
He really does. Yeah,
stadium section again.
Leclerc looking feisty. He wants to join that top three battle. BP and Crazy Power are nose to tail as well. Fantastic racing here, but back to the front, top three. All will have DRS again. Is that the background? That's Slim lining up a move on Leclerc. Leclerc fastest lap. No penalties yet after 4 laps. And the whole field is literally together. Right, into the next straight, next DRS opportunity. Everyone in the medium side. Dan Murphy, by the way, 11th on the hard tyres, doing a stunning job. Nova's not close enough. Uh-oh. I've got a feeling Leclerc's going to jump on the other side. Nova is close enough.
No,
Nova leads.
Gone for it. And Navy got through as well.
And just like that, in one corner, Andy goes from first to third. He's fighting back on the inside, but Navy goes defensive. What a fantastic battle between these three. Leclerc didn't get past Flying Soz. And in fact, this gaggle of cars are all catching back up. You're and Dan Murphy side by side. Don't bang wheels.
Gets a wiggle on.
Dan Murphy on the hard tyres. Dan Murphy's in a great position. The whole field, after 4 laps, are stuck together. Look at the gap with the leader. Look, the whole field, the top 13, are separated by 9 seconds. There's 9 seconds between first and 13th. Everybody else has stopped. Incredible stuff. Fastest lap, Leclerc. The Red Bull driver is there, just over in the background. He is catching them up, but now Nova won't have the DRS. The two behind them will. Lucas picks up a penalty, and BP passes Slim.
BP going for a move on Slim. Did he make it?
Can he? Oh, he'll have the outside. Slim will have the inside, but BP is through. Navy leads before the DRS.
I think Slim's getting BP back. He is.
He's got, oh, hello, and we got Are You Racing on Crazy Power as well. Oh no, front wing damage, Crazy Power. I think it hit the back of BP. Oh, what a shame for Crazy Power. He'll have to pit for a new front wing. Are You Racing? They're getting involved with BP. Has BP got damage? No, he hasn't. Thankfully not. But Slim is
battle at the front. The front three, so nothing in it.
And now Navy leads the race, but now he won't have DRS, and Nova and Andy will be pulled along, and Leclerc is bringing an almighty train with him. Lucas get past Crazy Power. Crazy Power's going to have to pit. What a shame. Everybody's still in. Lap 6. Here we go. Down the start, finishing straight. Daria front 5. Navy will be compromised with the no DRS. Andy picks up a penalty. That could really, really compromise him. Now, will Andy have a go here at Nova? No. He may wait now as Crazy Power pits. What a shame. Crazy Power season just hasn't got going. Are You Racing looking feisty behind BP? I'll keep an eye on that. But the front three are going again. Here we go. Looks like
status quo that time, I think.
Yeah, they've just been sensible, but they are being caught by this next train of Leclerc, Flying Soz, Slim, BP. Are You Racing? There's Lucas. Lucas having a good recovery drive. Jonathan Cox picks up a penalty. There's Yor. Yor is on for 1 point. Jamie, although on the hard tyres, is there in 12th. And in fact, Jamie's in touch. Jamie's in touch. He's not been cut loose.
You got Dan Murphy also on the hard tyres as well.
Oh, no, safety car. Nosy out. Safety car. Rip up the book. That is going to mess with strategy.
We'll do it.
And I'll tell you what, guess who it favours every time? Jamie won. Will they pit? Will they pit for hards?
No.
I don't. Well,
David doesn't. No, doesn't.
No.
Andy doesn't.
But I tell you what, this brings RC Sean, It's TG, Crazy Power, and co all back into contention.
Lucas just took a gamble, I think.
And Yor as well. So 2 Greek drivers pit. Oh, Crazy Power. Dan Murphy up to 9th place. So a safety car has turned. So hard tyres, they're going to the end. This could be the strategy that, well, we've seen Jamie 1 win twice from doing this sort of thing. And of course, Lucas is... Oh, let it be Lucas. Blazbits as well. Long way to go. Plenty of action still to go as well. There we are, back at the front of the queue. So, let's take stock here. TTG Navy leads from Nova on his debut. What a debut he's having. Andy started pole, now third, but Leclerc is breathing down his neck. And he looks like he's got some pace. Flying Sod's fifth, Slim down in sixth place. Well, how many places has he
I'm struggling, to be fair. I've not seen him look at home.
And the thing is with Jamie 10th, championship leader, you're second in the championship, 14th. No Jacob in third in the championship. Slim, fourth in the championship, only 6th. Dan Murphy, 5th in the championship, 9th. However, he's on the hard tyres, maybe sitting pretty at the moment.
Made up 9 places. He got me 7 laps.
Oh, are you racing? Nearly hit the back of BP. That was incredibly close. Ooh, nearly got caught out. I thought he was straight for the scene of the accident. I see Sean gets a little bit of a reprieve. It's TG. They're in 12th.
Slim got the red bars on him. What was them on your screen? You got on board with BP?
No, he's all fine. He's all fine on board with the Bredon driver. Slim has got nothing. There's your position. Dan Murphy up 9 positions. He really is a master. I don't want to jinx him. I don't want to commentate curse him, but he has a habit of being a master at staying out of trouble.
Well, you've got P9, P10, P11 and P12 with 23 places up between them.
Yeah, this race has been tipped on its head, and of course qualifying was so close. These guys are so close together. There is nothing between them. Oh, did Slim hit the back of Flying Saucer? That looked pretty close. There's your tyres.
Every single driver who's left in the field has 100% ERS.
They're charged up and ready to go. It's hopefully the last lap under the safety car. So Navy leads. I tell you what, if Navy was to win here, this would really kickstart his championship. He's 60 points adrift, and he can put himself right back in contention. He was an early championship contender. Him and Yule were right at the front, but he's tailed away. Lap 8. Will the safety car be pitting this lap, I wonder? We'll find out very, very shortly. Who is going to win this race, Matt?
I'm going to stick with Andy. I'm going to stick with him.
I'd love it.
I know he's got a 3-second penalty, but...
Ah, of course. Of course he does. Yes, Andy has that penalty, which may come... Harry says, looks like Knowlesy and a Merc have damage. Well, no, Knowlesy definitely does. And Slim struggling because of his 4 laps. Of course, Harry makes a great point. Slim did 4 laps on those mediums in quali. So he's got much older scrub tyres. Good point there, Harry. Good shout. Safety car in this lap, so Slim will be eager to bin those mediums off first. I'm surprised it in the pits. Here we go. Navy will back him up. Lovely curbside shot there is the Red Bull, followed by the Ferrari, followed by the Haas. Let's hope we can get a nice clean restart. When will Navy jump? Navy's gone. Very quick restart. Good restart from Navy. He is gone.
Perfect restart that.
That's exactly how you do it. So Navy, now can they get the tyres up to temperature quick enough? Leclerc right behind the back of Andy there. Well, Leclerc have a go down the inside. No DRS of course yet. But Leclerc fancies this. Lucas is up a place already on its TG. The 2 group drivers exchanging places. Of course, Lucas, the first man to stop for the hard tyres and will not have to stop again.
Yeah, Leclerc's going for it on the outside of Andy's covering the inside.
Andy's gone defensive. Now Leclerc will have to go a long way round. Doesn't get it done. It's TG's now behind. The Greek drivers are sorting them out amongst themselves there. Now Leclerc fancying to move on Andy this time. Will he go down the inside? Andy going super defensive. Leclerc going late on the brakes. Down the inside. They've got to avoid the contact. Andy will have the inside this time by and sticks the position. But Andy is struggling. Leclerc now on the inside, but doesn't want to do it here. Flying Sauce and Slim. Look at the train behind them waiting for a mistake.
Oh, Flying Sauce I think went into the back of Leclerc then.
No damage, thankfully no damage for him, but look at this, 1.5 already behind. Andy needs to settle down to a groove. Leclerc is no doubt putting him off slightly. Navy fastest lap.
Yeah, he picks up his penalty.
No, fastest lap, he bolted. Oh, crazy powering again, and Jonathan Cox. What a nightmare race they're having. So.
That Murphy's looking
Dan Murphy's in a brilliant position on his hard tyres. Just ahead of Jamie Watt. Right, we've got a massive queue here. Where do we go to first? Nova is struggling behind Navy now. Andy is going defensive on Leclerc. There's a racing point looking lively. Leclerc trying on the outside.
Sean goes on the inside of Jamie.
And gets the move done. With Jamie on the harder compound tyre, so RC Shaw, the Belgian driver, now into 10th place. He started dead last. Oh, Andy's out! Safety car again!
And Leclerc.
Oh no, they've made contact! Leclerc's got a 5-second penalty and Co-Andy is out the race! Safety car is out!
I'll keep an eye on that, Dave. We'll see what happens.
Oh, what a shame! What a shame! Whoa!
Steve Penny taught Nova everything he knows, apparently.
Oh, got pit stop action here. So Navy, Nova, Flying Soz. I tell you who this helps. It helps Lucas massively.
Massively. I think Lucas will...
Well, Jamie will lead. Oh, look at that. The championship leader back at the top of the field. How does he do it?
Tell you what, Dave. Except Lucas has pitted, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, he pitted on the last safety car with Yaw. And I'll tell you what, how has this happened? The top two in the championship have found themselves up to first and third. I tell you what, Crazy Power's in 10th. How do they do it? They have got to stop. By the way, Jamie has got to stop. This hasn't helped him at all. I'll be curious to know what happened with Andy and Leclerc. Leclerc's still in the race.
Yeah, keeping an eye on that.
What a shame for Andy. I'm a bit gutted about that.
Can I change my mind now?
You've done it again. You've jinxed him. So what a shame. What a shame. But Leclerc involved in another incident.
I don't know what tyre wear is like on here, but Lucas is looking box C86. The only person that has to pit now out of the top, well, to be fair, out of the full grid, is Jamie 1.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting from Jamie 1, although he may now go, with all these safety cars, he may now go hard soft. So watch out for him at the end of this race. Yeah, so, oh mate, if Lucas wins, and of course Hungary's the next race, where he was gunning for it, but oh man, if Lucas wins, and you're struggling on the controller as well. Blaz, by the way, 4th place, pitted twice. What tyres is he on? That looks like the medium tyre, so he will probably have to stop again. Let's get the tyres up. So Blaz's mediums, yeah, he'll have to stop again. Navy and Nova in 5th and 6th. Slim back up into 7th and right behind. Now this is work for Slim actually. He's on fresh tyres as Blaz is glitched down to 5th. What's happened there? Navy replay takes the place. Blaz retakes the place. So Slim's got a reprieve here. BP in a great position there in 8th place. Did Dan Murphy pit?
He did.
He did.
Mediums.
I don't know if mediums will go to the end.
That's not worked out. That's it.
Will mediums go to the end? We'll probably rely on another safety car, but that could be a stretch. If the Super League drivers are watching, it's a beautiful nugget of information for them.
Oh, we'll have a safety car for it, without a doubt.
Super League Silverstone race was an absolute cracker. And as was Austria actually. Super League's had a couple of great races, despite the championship being all but wrapped up. It's been still some fantastic races. FTG still running, down 14th. Credit to him. He's only finished 2 races in the last 2 seasons, and both of those have been Monaco, where he scored points. And he is behind, or just ahead of Leclerc. Jonathan Cox, 16th. Safety car in this lap, so we are going again. And Jamie leading out. Jamie's on 11 lap old hard tyres. The pack behind him are much softer compound tyres. Now Lucas will want to pass Jamie ASAP here.
Don't run to the back of him now, Lucas.
Jamie needs a good restart. Dan P. Karting says, let's go Sean and Renzo. I'm presuming that's one of the Belgian fans out there.
If I was Lucas, I would let Jamie go and concentrate on holding the ones behind him, because we know Jamie.
Well, no, I don't think Jamie will go. They're on far fresher tyres. I think Lucas will want to... Oh, Jamie's really backing him up here. Has he got the jump on Lucas? Not by much. In fact, you're the man that struggled in.
Yeah, you're the one that lost out there.
Blaz may have a look at you here. Now, Blaz is the man to watch on the...
Oh, Navy's gone. Navy's spun it.
Oh, my word, he has. And one of the favourites for the race is Spud and Nova passing you already. Blaz has got past yours. Has you got damage? No, he hasn't. The man
Lucas going for the lead.
Go on, Lucas. Down the inside. Get it done. Get it done.
Go on. Send it.
Is he through? He is. Lucas leads. Is this the race? Is this the race? Are you racing and BP side by side? Great little tussle here between the Belgian driver and the Dutch driver. And Are You Racing slots in behind the Toro Rosso rear wing. Now, I tell you what, this move isn't done though. Oh, nearly contact. I tell you what, Slim's not got past Yor yet. Crazy Pal back up there as well. The Italian driver. And Sean, the other Belgian driver in the meantime. So, Lucas pulling away from Jamie.
Oh,
Yellow flags.
It's got a spinning Are You Racing.
Oh no! Oh, and BP. Oh no! Oh boy!
Irish and BP.
And BP's got damage. Oh, I don't believe it. BP involved in another accident. Oh, that's frustrating for the Dutch driver again. Jamie won penalty.
Lucas has got a penalty. Sorry, Jamie. Sorry.
Jamie was got a penalty. I'll tell you what, the Williams are second and third. We haven't seen... Williams lead the constructors. And both their drivers started way down the field as Slim gets past Yor. They're now second and third. Of course, Jamie has to stop. RC short up to 7th place, but look at this train behind him. He could be swamped in. Dan Murphy, of course, on the softer tyres is coming through. Where is he? There he is. The Toro Rosso passes Serrano. Will he get RC short as well? Oh, he's hit the back of him. He hit the back of RC Sean. Slim's got past Yor. Oh, what a shame for Dan Murphy. And all of a sudden, as they're flying saucer, two green drivers going side by side. The Toro also mixed in. Oh, and Flying Saucer's hit him and Flying Saucer spins.
Jamie wants to let Blaz go. Pulled out the way.
Wow, this race has just turned on its head. It's just gone crazy. And all of a sudden, the two Toro Rosso drivers have an absolute nightmare. TTG Navy, the favourite to win this race, is last. And now, Nova right behind the back of Jamie won. I tell you what, Matt, if you said to me Lucas and Blaz would be 1 and 2 halfway through the race,
I'd have laughed.
I'm going to laugh you out of the commentary box.
Not disrespectfully, but...
No, not disrespectfully at all, but this is mental. Blaz and Lucas are the 1-2.
I tell you what, Lucas is pulling away. I hope he doesn't take so much out of them tyres. If he can get them to the end, he's got to be a strong favourite for this.
He has. He absolutely has. Nova, mate. Well, he'll be relying on these two Williams to hold up Nova. Nova could be the cork as Leclerc gets past Crazy Power. He's coming back through as well. Will the hards get to the end? Now, Blaz seems to be struggling. Sorry, no, Jamie Wan's struggling now.
Yeah, we've got Blaz, don't forget he's on the mediums.
Yeah, they won't go to the end. I can't see that happening. Dan Murphy, by the way, has stayed out despite the front wing damage in 10th place. Jonathan Cox finds himself back up into 11th. This has been, as ever in the Elite League, a totally unpredictable race. And we have Lucas and Blaz. Yeah, that's right. Lucas and Blaz leading this race. Championship leader Jamie Wan yet to stop in 3rd place. You're second in the championship. Down in 6th place, struggling, going backwards. Leclerc fastest. Leclerc's got some pace. I just wish him and...
Can Blaz get them tyres to the end? I know he's mediums,
but he'll try to. The thing is, he's been helped out here massively by Jamie backing the pack up. Now, in fact, Slim may have a go on Nova here. DRS slams open for the McLaren driver, and he's got him from the inside. Slim down the inside. In fact, he's got the move done. He has passed Nova. Well, Nova's coming back at him. Here comes Nova now. Don't make contact. Slim cannot afford to make contact. Leclerc's past Sean. Leclerc is absolutely flying. And Jonathan Cox has passed Dan Murphy. Action absolutely everywhere. But Lucas leads by nearly 2 seconds. Is this the race?
Don't say it. Don't say
oh,
it.
No, I can't.
No.
I'm not going to do it to him. Nova trying to recatch Jamie. Jamie, you feel, is the cork in the bottle for these guys. You're running wide. He cannot afford to drop points. And take what Leclerc's going for your. 2 Greek drivers and RC Sean there.
I'll tell you what, the top, what we've got, the top 8 separated by 6 seconds.
And the rest. Crazy Power just behind as well. Are You Racing coming back through? Jonathan Cox now in the points. Now, back to Nova. Nova needs to pass Jamie in quickly. He really does. What about Leclerc and Yor? Yor cannot afford to drop too many points. Slim is the man in the best position here now. Would he have a go at Nova this time? They're not close enough to Jamie. Jamie has the straight line speed. Slim on the outside, and Nova can't get it done.
Nothing wrong with that.
A little bit of argy-bargy, but nothing wrong with that. That was all clean. You're under pressure from RC Sean. RC Sean playing himself into contention. I tell you what, this will heavily suffer Jamie when he pits, because the pack is right behind him. He will fall, I'm pretty sure, right down to the back of this pack. When he does pit, however, he will be on the softs.
So I've been impressed by Nova. Great debut. Sure they can mix it with them.
Absolutely. It's been a stellar race, and he'd be a bit frustrated how he's finding himself in 4th place, and all of a sudden what could have been a win is evaporating in front of him. Lucas leads from Blaz.
2.4 seconds.
Lucas leads from Blaz. Right, Jamie in a bit of trouble now. Sean's got a penalty. Leclerc looking feisty. Slim will be nervous. Leclerc is an aggressive, feisty racer. He definitely is like a Max Verstappen, an early Max Verstappen. Raw speed, but maybe a bit rough around the edges.
Jamie's out with DRS from Blaz now, so just see if Nova goes for it.
Could be a sitting duck here. It'll be a late move from Nova. Here it comes, though. I don't think Jamie's going to fight it too hard. Leclerc on the inside of Slim. Bit of wheel. Jamie, that's a harsh penalty for Jamie. He was recovering, and Leclerc jumps him. Leclerc's up 2 places in 1 corner.
Slim is all over the place.
He needs to pass him. Jamie's tyres, I wonder if they've gone. And all of a sudden, Jamie loses 3 places, but Nova is released. And I tell you what, it could be Leclerc on for. Leclerc's got some speed. He fancies his first ever IRC win. Nova could win his first ever IRC win. Blaz could. But if you're in Slim's shoes...
Yeah, the top 4, isn't he? Haven't won one yet.
No. Jamie pits, and I doubt he'll put on softs here. This will probably medium tyres. This doesn't work for Jamie, he's won 2 races by going different, but down the order he goes. Now, will Leclerc have a go at Nova? Leclerc, after his incident with Andy, was last. And now he's back up to 4th place. However, he has got a 5-second penalty, and 3 to add to that. 5 seconds for the crash for Slim. Lucas leads by 2.8. Blaz is quickly being caught, but Leclerc around the outside, and Nova inches in it. Nova. Slim will be frustrated. Jamie's out the points, championship leader. Yours there in 6th and going backwards, and Slim is only in 5th. What a chance for him. Bit of contact between Nova and Leclerc. Leclerc trying so hard. Now Slim may get a sniff here. But I tell you, he'll be loving this. Jacob sat at home watching. And they're all losing time to Blaz. I can't see Blaz getting to the end. If he does, it'll be incredible. Lucas will be loving this, but I'm going to leave him alone.
Don't.
Crazy Power right behind RC Sean. Crazy Power's done a few more laps. There is Crazy. No, that's right, it was Yor. There is the pack. Are You Racing 9th as Jonathan Cox pits. Him and Jamie are relying on safety cars. Sean picks up another penalty. He's racking them up. That could cost Sean some good points. It's TG. He's past Flying Soz. It's TG. He's in the points. Oh, he's out! Does he do it on purpose? Virtual safety car.
Oh no, that's not helped Lucas, has it? Matt, yeah, it has.
Well, actually, he's got a 4.4 second lead. I can't believe it's TG. Goodness sake. Just about to say he was in a point. Well, he's stricken car at turn 1. Turn 1 claims another victim.
We have a leader.
Right, Leclerc and Nova need to get past Blaz pretty quickly. Yours got himself right in there, by the way. When will the virtual safety car come in, I wonder? You can never call... Oh, you're racing penalty. You can never call these races. Lucas is 14 laps away. Here we go. Blaz got a good restart, actually. In fact, it's Leclerc all over the back of Nova.
Last pace.
Yeah, those mediums were never going to go to the end. But it's a Ferrari one too, for the first time this season. But Nova is released. Your penalty.
You know what I think Leclerc and Nova could be a factor in Lucas winning this one, I think.
Well, let's see what happens. Because in fact, Slim... Blaz comes out behind his teammate Jamie. Jamie in the points. We'll keep an eye on Jamie, but Leclerc keeps to the inside. Crazy Power is past RC Sean. RC Sean clipped the back of Crazy Power. He's got damage. I tell you what a comeback drive. But I tell you what, Jamie did, how many laps did Jamie do on his hard tyres? 17, 18 before 18. He pitted? These guys, some of these guys are coming up to that already. Are the hards going to hold on? If Jamie struggled massively...
Lucas will have to do, about 13, like 26, 27 laps on them. And at the rate Jamie's dropped off, I don't think he'll do it. The likes of Nova and Leclerc will put 4 laps less. And they just get away with it.
Of course, they pit under the first safety car. Crazy Power as RC Sean pits. Are you racing back up to 7th? Leclerc penalty, Crazy Power penalty. I've got to stop jinxing drivers. Leclerc looking feisty. Now the gap isn't coming down yet. Oh,
slowly coming down.
Has Nova got penalties? I don't think Lucas has. No. Leclerc definitely has.
Leclerc has, and Slim hasn't, I don't think.
Oh, here we go. Leclerc on the outside. Nova can get later on the brakes. He's defending it. Little bit of contact on wheels, but Leclerc, I think, is through. He'll have the outside line, and
that's good. That I like to see that.
Leclerc, I think, has done it. I think Leclerc may do this. Leclerc is through. So second place, and Slim now right behind. He'll want to try and get past Nova as well, and Leclerc is catching rapidly already. Lucas. Leclerc's never won a elite league race either.
None of the top 3 have, obviously. So.
None of the top 3, of course. Nova's debut, of course. What a debut he's having. There is Lucas. And there is the chasing pack unleashed. Leclerc has tons of penalties. Leclerc is not Lucas's problem. Nova and Slim are Lucas's problem. I'm pretty sure Leclerc has at least 9 seconds. The other flag of sector 1. Crazy Power's made a mistake. He's off at turn 1. Has he got a puncher? He's going very, very slowly. No, I think it's just a mistake. Are you racing up to 6th place? Leclerc.
He's being the impartial commentator as always.
Oh no, the gap's 2 seconds. The gap is rapidly coming down. 11 laps to go.
Yeah, I can't see Weldon there.
I tell you what, credit to your hanging on. He's had a nightmare qualifying, had a nightmare first half of this race, struggling with the controller, but now finds himself in 5th place and not dropping back too much. He will, if he finishes 5th, he will lead the championship again. 1.7 between Lucas and Leclerc. And unfortunately for Lucas, Leclerc is dragging that train with him. Will his tyres hold on? 10 laps to go. Are you racing? Catching your quite quickly. Flying Soz close behind. Crazy Parazol keeping on that. And Jamie's coming back through and he's bringing Blaz with him. 9th and 10th now for the Williams boys. Watch out for them. RC Sean out the points. Both Mercedes out the points. Williams tops the constructors. 9th and 10th. Mercedes chasing them down. 11th and 12th. Leclerc at Navy pits again.
Sam's coming down a bit too quick.
Yeah. Flying Sauce passes Crazy Power. Navy is in the pits to retire. Wow. He could have been a contender for this race. Lucas is massively struggling. But I tell you what, Lucas has done 17 laps and struggling. If he pits, probably for softs, he'll be okay. But if Leclerc and Nova and co start struggling, they're hard.
Harry just made a good point there. Top 8 may need to pit again.
Yeah, this could play into the hands of Jamie. I tell you what, if Jamie wins... And Blaze. Williams 1-2. Anything could happen. Lucas has been caught. If Lucas is going to pit, he needs to do it soon.
He needs to do it now, I think.
Because Jamie... Well, there's no field spread. Jamie would lead this race. Jamie has won 2 races this season.
Got a pit stop about 24 seconds.
Yeah, they would. Lucas would probably be last. That's how close the field is. You certainly wouldn't be far off. At least 11th. Leclerc now in the DRS of Lucas. 9 laps to go.
Between Jonathan Cox, Dan Murphy area.
Oh, and Slim having a go at Nova here on the outside. Can he get the move done? Nova later on the brakes. Oh, nearly ran into the back of Leclerc. Now Slim may have the run, but had to back out of it. And Crazy Powers repassing Flying Soz. Now Crazy Powers done 19 laps. Then Slim now on the outside of Nova. It's ain't done yet. Locks up the wheel on the marbles and couldn't get it slowed down. Down to 4th he goes. Leclerc is right behind Lucas. I've got a feeling Lucas is going to have to pick the softs.
I don't even think he'd hold the gap for the penalty, to be honest.
No, even with the penalty, he would drop too far back. Leclerc's penalty is going to cost him, could cost him his first IRC victory because Nova and Slim are still right behind. Lucas goes on. RC Sean picks up his trillionth penalty. You're holding on. You're doing a great job, I've got to say. Yellow flags. RC Sean is out. Safety car! Safety car! This changes it all! This changes everything. And look, it goes Crazy Power to the pits. Crazy Power to the pits and Flying Soz. Jamie pits. They're all going to pit for soft tyres. Blaz has to go on, but Blaz... Oh, BP! 5-second penalty. Are you racing?
Now what do you do there? If you Lucas?
Well, you pit. You've got to pit.
You think you have to?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me work this out. Blaz would lead...
Three laps behind the safety car. It'll take you to lap 29, 5 laps to go. And you know Leclerc's got a penalty. Yeah, but look already. Blaz, 7-lap old mediums are going to be feisty. Dan Murphy, 8th place, 9-lap old mediums. Then you've got Crazy Power and Flying Soz, both on fresh mediums. Jamie's gone for softs. BP has gone for softs. I think he does because they are on a delta, aren't they?
But I'll tell you what, Matt, I'll tell you what, Nova will have to queue behind Lucas.
Oh. One of these then has to go on.
Well,
it has to be Nova, doesn't it?
Well, you'd queue. You'd surely queue. You can't afford the time behind the safety car. Leclerc's got tons of penalties.
I think Lucas is going on. He is.
Oh, man, they are. They're all going on. Your pits. Are you racing drive-through penalty again? Speed on the safety car. That's 2 he's picked up.
Well, help Lucas on his tyres this one. But
softs for RU Racing.
I think that plays into the hands of Nova.
Blaz
and Slim.
But the guys behind on fresh tyres, RU Racing, your Blaz will have a massive advantage over them.
You're will be rapid and now you're racing.
I think Lucas has blown it, man.
No.
He should have pitted. I can't have a feel. Lucas should have pitted. Put the sauce on. You'll repass these boys in no time. Aye.
Only he knows, mate. Only he knows.
13 runners. 3 safety cars. That turn 1 has claimed its victims. Crazy Power. Are you sure? RU Racing's got a ton of penalties. Dan Murphy I haven't seen pick up one. He's in a great place. Crazy Power could... I don't know. I think these guys at the front are vulnerable. Especially if the safety car pits this lap. It won't. Surely next lap then. But these guys at the front are vulnerable to now the guys in the fresher tyres behind. May have played a masterstroke here. And a man who, second in the championship, who has been struggling all qualifying and all race to get the grips with the pad, could actually find himself possibly a podium.
3 seconds. Blas has got a 5-second penalty, which was surely he saved in the pits.
With the amount of pit stops he's had, I'd hope so.
Because he got that lap 2. We've got, are you racing? Oh, Lucas has a penalty.
Oh.
Didn't see that pop up.
Jamie pits again.
Yor has a penalty.
Why is Jamie pitting? Championship leader Jamie pits again. He's going to go to the back. What a nightmare. Soft tyres again. No front wing change. What's that about? What was that about?
Don't know. Tell you what, I don't think the penalty system's working because there's a lot of penalties here that I've not seen come up.
I've seen a lot come up. A lot have popped up. Jamie though, that is bizarre. Jamie last. Championship leader is last. Yor is only 6th. Slim only 4th. Dan Murphy 8th. Jacob isn't going to lose too much ground here. Jonathan Cox 12th. So Lucas has a penalty. Leclerc has penalties. Nova, I've not seen penalties. Has Nova got a penalty, did you say?
Nothing.
So
Nova got a warning according to this.
Nova, as it stands, could be on to win on his debut. However, Slim, I tell you what, if Slim got a big result here ahead of Yor and Jamie, he is legitimately right in this championship mix. Can IU Racing get his first ever podium in the IRC Elite? Safety car in this lap. Tons and tons of questions are about to be answered. This could be the edge of your seat racing, folks.
Call it, Dave. Go on. Quick one.
I'm going to say Yor's going to win this. I've got a funny feeling Yor's going to do this.
I'm going to say, are you racing?
Oh, mate, scenes. Lucas has never won in Elite, nor's Leclerc, nor's Nova, nor's Blas, nor's IU Racing, nor's Dan Murphy or Crazy Power. Are we going to get a new winner? We've got a frantic final 5 laps. Here we go. Lucas takes them round on 21 lap old tyres. Look at Yor's already on the move with Blas. Blas is right behind Nova. He's right behind Slim, sorry.
Tell you what, we've been very impressed with them safety car restarts tonight.
Yeah, they've been bang on. I tell you what, here comes IU Racing. Sorry, Matt. IU Racing is through on Yor. Yor's going backwards. Maybe I shouldn't call Yor. What about Lucas? Lucas is holding on. No DRS yet, so he's okay. Where's IU Racing? There's IU Racing, but IU Racing's got penalties, I think. I'm pretty sure.
9 seconds, I think.
Oh, Yor. Oh, contact. Oh, Dan Murphy's been hit by Crazy Power. Blas penalty. Well, that's not going to help his cause. Oh, Dan Murphy and Crazy Power have come together. Front wing damage. Flying Soz has as well. Yor past Blas.
Top 3 have moved away from Slim slightly, so...
Slim made a mistake, and in fact, here comes IU Racing! Oh, contact in the background, Flying Soz way off the road, but Slim's off! IU Racing's 4th! Slim's struggling, Matt. Oh, BP's off. Oh, there's carnage at the back. Jamie...
Penalty for IU Racing could cost him here, I think. He's flying.
So Nova, but IU Racing is flying! 4 laps to go! It would be Nova as it stands who would win this race. Can Lucas get the gap? His tyres will be screaming. But I tell you what a chance for IU Racing to get his first ever podium. Jamie now 11th. Jamie now 10th. In the pits, Jamie again. Championship leader could score absolutely nothing. Will Leclerc have a go on Lucas? No. What about IU Racing on Nova? No. This has been by far the best race you've seen from IU Racing this season. You're right behind Slim. Slim will be in pain. Oh, IU Racing. 3-second penalty, boys. They're racing to the...
cost him his cracking result, I think.
I think it is. Unless he can get out and go. Penalties. Oh, and who is that? Way out wide. Blas letting Dan Murphy go. I did. Dan Murphy up to 7th place with no penalties. He could massively benefit. Lucas.
I'll tell you what, he could.
Don't write Dan Murphy off.
No penalties. But I know Nova hasn't got a penalty.
Where's IU Racing, Matt? Where's IU Racing? He's pitted.
He's going backwards.
Oh, and Lucas makes a mistake. Leclerc leads.
Why is Are you racing pitted?
Is it? BP now in the pits.
Drive-through.
It is a drive-through. Speeding under the safety car for Are You Racing? Wow.
Oh.
Leclerc leads, but he's got a ton of penalties now. Lucas is going to be a victim. Here comes You're on Slim. You're going to retake the championship lead. What did you say to Crazy Power at the start of the race?
Nova's. Or was it Lucas that ran deep into the hairpin then?
Yeah,
Definitely
Lucas.
Ferrari.
Slim needs to repass. Of course, You're and Slim are championship contenders. Slim cannot believe this. How has this happened? He'll be wondering. And I'll tell you what, there's Dan Murphy. Just behind. Dan Murphy could be on for a podium here, man.
If Nova gets a penalty, he could win this.
3 laps to go.
The only one that hasn't got a penalty.
Nova's 3 laps away from his first ever win. Yours got penalties, Slim's got penalties, Dan Murphy hasn't. Has Blaz? Yeah, I think Blaz has.
Yeah, Blaz has.
Blaz having a fantastic race, by the way. Credit to Blaz. He's on. There's the front 7. 2 laps to go. I can't help but feel if Lucas had pitted, he could have won this race.
Well, got it, like you said, looking at Are You Racing's pace, and he should have.
Are You Racing rapidly catching the back? BP's it. BP and Crazy Power 9th and 10th. Crazy Power has got Jonathan Cox for company though now. Leclerc, as that is the fastest lap for Jonathan Cox.
Yeah, penalty flashed up quick. That was maybe the fastest lap.
Flying Swords fastest lap. That will take away a bonus point from the top 10. Dan Murphy is going to be sitting here thinking, I am probably second in the race right now. It's going to be close. Lucas only has 3 seconds. Lucas may well pick up third place.
Lucas may stay ahead of Dan Murphy, to be fair.
Lucas may get second. It could be a Ferrari 1-2, which the start of the season they had would be incredible. I just got a funny feeling there's something. Look at You're, by the way. Look at You're right behind Nova. Yours not done yet. You're is not done. Can't believe it. He was going backwards for most of the race. Fresh set of mediums, and he now has come alive. Are You Racing pits again? He's going for a fastest lap, but he may drop out the points.
Slim is all over the place.
Slim's really struggling. 22 laps, 26 mediums. And Nova is up there right behind the back. No, it's You're, in fact, trying to have a go. I've got a feeling there's one more twist in this tail.
Oh, Dan Murphy on the inside of Slim. No contact.
Dan Murphy knows if he can pass. Yeah, he's losing time behind Slim. Slim's now holding him up. He needs to pass Slim. Could be a podium at stake. Are You Racing back through and Jonathan Cox. Lucas has dropped by 1 point. In fact, Leclerc's building a lead, Matt. I still think Leclerc will drop to 7th.
I think he'll drop.
He's got 5 seconds as well.
No, I think he's 7th on the penalty. Stop.
All will be revealed in just over a lap's time. I think Nova is the man in the golden pound seat. There is your top 7. Last lap. Who's going to win this race? Is it going to be a first one? Oh, I tell you what, You're on the inside of Nova.
You're on the open up.
Oh, I tell you what. A part of me just...
Surely he's got to get here.
Yours, definitely, surely. Dan Murphy right behind the back of Slim, but You're hasn't got the straight line speed. In fact, it's Nova
go for it on Lucas.
Going defensive. You're left it late. The door was open. Great move by You're. Now, just cost yourself 3 seconds, boys. You're has had an absolutely stellar race. Nova should still finish.
Has You're had a penalty?
Yeah, I think I have seen. Oh, You're made a mistake. Leclerc's going to win this race, but not on track. He's going to win on track. But I don't think he's going to win overall. I tell you what, Dan Murphy and Slim have caught the back of You're. So let's have a look. Round the last corner comes Leclerc. Leclerc wins on track. However, where does he drop to? We're about to find out. Oh, it's chaos at the back. Lucas, it's Nova from Dan Murphy, from Lucas, from Slimbo, from Leclerc, from Blaz. You're... Wow. BP's going to roll round in probably 8th place. What an absolutely crazy race. And congratulations to Nova on his debut. Oh, Crazy Power got 9th in the end. Jonathan Cox 10th. But Nova, on his debut, wins the German Grand Prix. Absolutely incredible. Dan Murphy, who by the way is 5th in the championship, takes 2nd place. Dan Murphy is still a legit championship contender. Lucas third. I'll tell you what, he'll be delighted with that. He will be delighted with that. I can't ever feel if he had pitted, he could have had it. But Matt, driver of the day.
To be fair, mate, I know he got pole and got win. For me, it's Nova because very clean in defence, very clean when he was overtaking as well. I think get that man a seat.
Yeah, and no penalties, which is in itself incredible around here. Leclerc dropped.
Murphy was half a second away.
Wow.
So yeah.
Look, Dan Murphy, by the way, 18th. And what did Andy Cohendy say to Dan Murphy before the start of the race?
Yeah.
He's going to come from the back and get a podium. And here is Dan Murphy in 2nd place. Lucas third, he'll be delighted with that. And his best track is coming next in Hungary. Slim 4th, he still gains on the championship leaders because you're finished 7th. Jamie, championship leader, nil points. And I'll tell you what, your doesn't do enough. Jamie leads the championship still from your. Slim will be right behind them. Dan Murphy is 4th.
Is Patrick joining us? He will do.
Fantastic race by Patrick. Absolutely brilliant. What a race. What a race, Matt.
Was it good? I really enjoyed that one. Let's see if it'll join us.
Let's try and see some of the comments in the chat. Blaz says Dan Murphy, driver of the day. Oh, you know.
Yeah, good shout for it as well.
Lucas had an absolutely fantastic race. Navy said safety car restarts kills my race so many times. Whatever. And of course, don't forget Andy could have been in this. Andy could have been in the conversation as well.
Patrick.
Hello.
No then, mate. You enjoyed that one?
Oh, it was great fun.
Good.
What a race. Your first ever Elite League race. You've won. And in what was an absolute crazy race. What was your emotions during that race? Because that looked action-packed from start to finish.
Yeah, it was. But thing is, I knew everyone else was going to get penalties, so I thought I'd kind of go like 70% and just not get any penalties, and I didn't even get a warning, so
incredible.
It worked out.
Were you tempted to pit under the third safety car?
Oh no, at that point there was too little time to catch back up.
Incredible.
And that was the rate your caught up. It would have been worth it, I think.
Well, this is the thing, you have to push that much, you'll probably run wide and get penalties. Didn't want to take the risk.
Yeah, you've got a point, but for you, the action on track, you had so many fantastic battles. It must be so enjoyable.
It is. I've not had a league race which has been so fair, let's say, for a while. So it's good to see. It's good to be in.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, that's what we pride ourselves on at the IRC. And some drivers missed out. Unfortunately, Andy got caught out. Slim as well. Did you think the whole time that you had this win the bag, or do you not know what other penalties other drivers had?
Well, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I knew like I was basically there because every time I was behind someone or in front of someone, I checked what penalties they had, and they always had 3 or 6 or 12 or something. So I was like, yeah, if I keep no penalties, it'll be easy. Forza Ferrari.
Yeah, 1-2. Ferrari's first 1-2.
Prepare for domination.
The second half of the season, Ferrari have brought updates and have come out fighting. Patrick, congratulations, and we could be talking to you again in Hungary, mate.
Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Great commentary.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Lucas!
Why didn't you pit?
Wait, were you tempted to pit, Lucas? Did it cross your mind on that third safety car? and you thought, nah, I was screaming, put on the soft tyres, you're going to win this race. That's true. See, that's that racing brain working all the time. Well, it was close. You're past him very late on, and I tell you what, they were holding each other up, and Dan Murphy was only 5/10 behind you. We were all surprised. You all crossed the line in a blur, but you know, when you were leading, you and Blazer 1 and 2, did you feel that this could be the one?
And that's your teammate.
Yeah. And it puts Ferrari right back in the constructors mix as well. It's so close. As for you personally, that's going to jump you right into solidly into the top 10 now with your favourite track coming up next. What is this? Is it going to be the one, Lucas? Is Hungary finally going to be the one? Because all season we've been building up to this one for you. Yeah, you're cruelly denied. So close against it. You've been so close. That's 5 times in the last 2 seasons. You've been so close, but so far. In terms of the championship for yourself, second half of the season's got off to a perfect start for you. What are you aiming for, championship wise? There you go. See, that Ferrari could be the
more podiums for yourself then.
There you go. Of course, Belgium's not too far away either. So yeah, Ferrari could be the dark horse and ones to watch. Lucas, congratulations on your podium. Well done, buddy. Thank you, mate. All the best. And hopefully, is Dan Murphy in here?
Talking to him. I'll invite him, see if he joins.
So hopefully that put on a show for you tonight. Another unpredictable, wild Elite League race, which is what we come to.
Best race of the season?
Mate, there's been so many. There has been so many.
One of my best ones of the season for Elite.
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
It was definitely one of my best ones.
Yeah, it will have been one of yours.
Yeah. And Hungary, we've got some great tracks to come as well. This season, Matt, even in terms of the championship, I can't call it, mate.
No, like I say, you can't. Jeremy One's just put in the chat, he thinks there's a case on the championship lead, so the only time you want that is after the checkered flag of the last race. So
every single time he leads the championship, it just completely unravels for him. That's the 3rd time in 2 years he's had a championship for one race.
Yeah, we've not had a driver dominate the championship lead, have we? I know we had
Vanquish in season 1.
Yeah.
But I think
good to see.
This is going to go to the wire, and Nova's going to be up there. Patrick's going to be mixing, taking points off the championship contenders as well. Patrick, for yourself, you've joined the championship halfway through. Have you got a personal target for yourself?
Well, I just want to first have fun, which it really was, which was great. And I just want to win as many races as possible, really. That's about it. I mean, I'm pretty obvious I can't win the championship or anything like that, so just kind of help Ferrari get to the top of the constructors somehow.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate, this championship is so unpredictable. I'm not ruling anything out anymore, but yeah, the constructors is so close. I think Ferrari put themselves now into 4th or 5th with that. So that's definitely that's definitely on. Guys, that'll be it tonight. Thank you for watching. What a race! And it is Nova on his debut has taken 25 points. That is now 8 different winners this season, and still no one has won more than 2 races this season. And I'll tell you what, Patrick, you could win the most races out of anyone this season.
I hope so.
all you've got to beat is 2. That's how close it's been this year. Tomorrow night, the Super League from 8 o'clock. Join Sean in the commentary box as what should be hopefully another fantastic race. But we will see you next week.
Dan Murphy joined at the last minute. Too late now.
Has Dan Murphy popped himself in?
He has.
Oh, Dan. All right, well, go on, Dan.
I can't hear Dave, by the way.
Oh, he said, go on then, Dan. Talk us through it. How it went for you.
Rough at the beginning. No,
Yeah.
I had a really good. I had a really good race, to be honest. I think I done pretty well in the first stint. I got damage, a wing damage, which set me back a bit, but I just kept it clean the whole race and was banking on people having penalties.
You've got, well, you say you've got to be happy with P2 at the end of that, haven't you? Because I think
5 tenths off the win.
safety car,
Yeah, it was close between me and I'm going to call him Nova.
Patrick.
Patrick. It was close between me and Patrick, but nah. If you sin, it's quali lap. It was just. I was saying to Alex,
Yeah.
that was just a joke.
A welcome addition, then, you think?
Yeah. Oh man, this league's getting so tight. It's crazy.
And Dan, well, ask him if you can hear me. Ask him about the championship because he's right in the mix.
How
You
much
know,
in the
I
mix
get-
am I in it?
You are
You've got
now.
to be up there, mate.
Jamie didn't score. If Jamie loses the championship, so you've taken 18 points off him. So you're what, 36? 36 points behind.
Oh, decent.
Consistent,
Well,
mate. Consistency gets you good points.
Well, I always said if you finish fifth every race, you're going to get 210 points at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. The top 5 are separated by 40 points.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And the constructors is even closer. That's just insane. So, Dan, are you targeting the championship? You know, you came into this season hoping for a top 10. You find yourself halfway through the championship battle. Are you quietly thinking you could do it?
I still think it's a long way off for me to claim the championship, but I'm hoping after the first sort of half of the season I've done pretty well, so I'm hoping I can carry it on through the second half.
But you're going to go for it.
I always go for it. What's the
Good
point in
man.
racing if you're not going to go for it?
Exactly.
I go for it calculated.
Well, he's right. I think
Yeah.
you must have picked up fewest penalties of anybody else this season, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, some of the top guys like Patrick, I can't catch them for love nor money. So I played a smart game, played a long game, and played a smart game.
You're definitely the most consistent this season. You've had the more top 5s out of anybody so far this season, and that was your third podium this season?
I'm not gonna lie, mate. I don't actually know. I should know, but
No, I should know as well.
The races in that many.
I was hoping you could bail me out on that one.
You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe how many I race in. Anyway, we're here to talk about IRC.
Good
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Fantastic. Dan, quickly before we go, Hungary, good track for you.
No,
Right.
no, it's really not.
Straight to the point.
I can't get a rhythm round Hungary. I can't get comfortable with it.
So that's Dan on the podium in Hungary then.
I was going to say, Dan Murphy, P3.
And Dan, starting 18th, was it Coady that said to you you're going to come through and finish on the podium before the race?
Yeah, it was one of the lads that said it, and I had the biggest laugh I think I've ever had. And then whoever it was that said it, they need to say it more often, because when Matt says I'm going to do well, I end up crashing in the race or not finishing in the top 10 or something. And then
Well, I backed the winner and Paul today, so I'm alright.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Yeah,
In fact, no, I didn't. I backed Coandy, didn't I?
Oh, you did. And he got punted off by Leclerc.
I feel hurt.
Guys, brilliant stuff. Tomorrow night, Super League, 8 o'clock. Be sure to join Sean. And we will see you in Hungary next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. Stay at home. Good night.
Good night.
Quality, lads.